Чего не хватает в высокой моде, так это настоящего рок-н-ролла. Костюм National исправил положение в 2 счета своим шоу, и я предлагаю вам отправиться вместе с нами, оторваться на нем с ID Fashion. ID Fashion Real Emotions.
This cut is fresh.
Inspiration for the makeup was to have just a really super cool guy, really natural, but a little bit of a rock and roll edge. So we've given them like beautiful skin, a nice little, kind of natural finish with a bit of shine on the cheekbone, just to give them that strength of character that Costume National love.
I would say that I definitely feel free in my outfit, and the colors are very basic, and I really like them.
The designer gave us their inspiration. We had a look at some mood boards. I had to think about different, iconic rock and roll stars that we love, like David Bowie, some other kind of really iconic guys, and we just went from there.
This cut is fresh.
The first look is just a simple t-shirt with leather pants and boots, and it's very simple, but I like it. It's very, very clean. And the second look is a denim tuxedo, kind of, and a bit more details, but also very cool.
Inspiration we had this season, it's not this season, always, it's like for Costume National, it's rock and roll. They want the boys to look very cool, and also just went to the gig or concert, a little bit sweaty, a little bit like they don't care about hair or look, but they look really cool person.
For the next season, of course, I expect light colors and the light fabrics, like light blue, white, gray, and simple lines.
Well, what I like about Costume National is I think it's really cool, but it's also the design is amazing. It's really, the construction of all the pieces is beautiful. The way that the clothes are made is really extraordinary. They have great fabrics, and it's really amazing stuff. I love it.
I love Milan Fashion Week because I think it's the most important fashion week in the world, because we have, of course, the best Italian brand. So I'm very happy to be here again.
Oh, I love it. I love Milan Fashion Week. It's amazing. Today's the first day, so it's just starting, but we've already seen some great stuff. I love it here. It's my favorite city.
This cut is fresh.
My name is Cadu Dantas, and watch ID Fashion.
I call this collection Fusion. Fusion because I mix many different elements, like musician, bikers, vintage clothes, futuristic clothes, all together for the classical icon of Costume National. So there is different elements that make all together a new image.
What I love what this brand represents, it represents young, urban, rock and roll. It's wearable, it's not something cerebral, it's very much feet on the ground, walking out on the streets. You see this when you're on the street walking around in different cities. It's very much something that men can connect to.
I think it's a moment where I'm really attracted by many different things. There is a lot of input, and I think this is the reality. This is the beauty of the time we are living now. We have many different elements that the good thing for me, the interesting thing was to melt all together and make one vision of that. This is the time of diversity.
I really like the vest that I'm wearing. I like the fringes on it. I'm a huge fan of fringes.
So my thing. It's my thing. I'm like obsessed with them. Like, they're so good. Like, with like the frills. Yeah.
Yeah, and I really like the wide pants. It's like totally my vibe too. And the choker, I always wear like scarves around my neck. So it's cool, like with the scarf and the chain over it. It's so awesome.
Menswear I love. I think that the pace of the menswear is much more relaxed, much more convivial, and of course the Italians know how to cut clothing, and particularly menswear. So it's always a pleasure to come to Italy and see what great things the Italians have in store for us.
We use, many different fabric like viscose canvas, some silk print, some cotton, some aluminium technological.
I really loved. I think it's a very today, young point of view. I like this kind of darkness and at the same time with touch of color. So I think that they did a very good job.
Well, I think it was a strong show in the line of Costume National shows. That means minimal, chic, and rock and roll.
Color, they are going from white to black and to very bright pop turquoise, pop red, and some silver.
It just started. I think it's something. Everybody has a style and everybody's trying to express themselves. So I think it's good.
We are lucky because we have so many musicians and artists as customers. We recently are working for the new tour of Mick Jagger and many other artists in Italy. We try to have our icons, and we have so many heroes. I'm Ennio Capasa, Costume National. Thank you, ID Fashion. Thanks a lot. Bye.